Coming up on Livewire, we got a great show for you today. We're going to be talking with a whole group of people who had just finished making a film for Sacramento Fashion Week, or at least they're going to open it during Sacramento Fashion Week, and we'll learn about why they would want to do that. The movie is called Freakquency, and it's got sci-fi kind of thriller. So stay tuned for Livewire right after this. The movie is called Freakquency, and we're going to find out because Matt Salvo, the producer and director, is here, and he's a co-writer with Gwen Conklin. Wow, and you brought your actors too.
Here they are.
And your key grip.
Yep. They call them key grip for a reason. Yeah.
Fascinating. So you were walking down the street one day and you thought, hey, good, I'd like to make a film.
It's something like that. There's a little bit more to it than that, I think. Well, I had some friends talk to me, and I went to a film festival here in Sacramento, and I was watching the short films, and I was like, you know what? I think I can do something like that. I have some multimedia background, and I thought, let's make a film, and it just snowballed from there.
So you found Gwen, who was standing on the corner opposite.
Yeah, that does not sound very good, right?
Gwen's always on the
who
corner.
was crossing the street.
No, I went to a speed casting event, and it was really awesome. They had all the directors set up on one side, and then cast and crew would come, and we had 60 seconds to meet each other and find out. And that's how I met Gwen through the speed cast, and I pretty much found everyone there. But my first person that I cast was actually Tressa here, and she plays the mom, Marie.
Okay, but Mom Marie, that propends a story, right?
Yes.
Oh, well, what is his story?
Well, the story basically is Tony Marsh here. He's the dad, Charlie. Okay, so Charlie and Marie, they are gonna have a baby, and the baby's name is Rose. And this is Violet Joy Hansen.
He's run full grown?
Well, there's some progression there, I think. But
time progression. Yeah. I forgot about that. Very important.
And, well, there's something a little different about this child. She is born with a power. And I've always read comic books as a kid and very fascinated by all that and the sci-fi and everything. And so she has this power. She emits a frequency. And it's very high-pitched, and it hurts your ears, and everyone trembles, and things shake, fall off, and it's really cool. But because of that, Tony, her dad, Charlie's like, I don't want you to hurt other kids. We need to kind of keep you in and keep you safe and keep other people safe. And so she grew up a very sheltered life. But then her mom was a runway model back in the day, and she wanted to be just like Mom. And what better way to hide than in front of the spotlight? So she is now a runway model, and there's a lot of interesting drama and personalities behind it, but a big incident happens at the end where sometimes it's too hard to control that power within her, and it lets loose.
Yow!
Big climactic scene.
Yeah.
So, you're co-writer. I'm very interested in collaboration. I mean, actors know about collaboration. I throw you a line, you're supposed to react.
Yeah.
Right? And maybe say a line back. But writers, you have to talk about the storyline and come up with ideas, potential directions, and all that.
I have to say, I wrote this, but I wasn't so happy with the end, and there was a few weird spots in the script. And so then I met Gwen. I was like, hey, can you take a look at this? And man, she made this thing like, it's indescribable. I think it is so cool what she did with it, and all these little twists and turns. It's like the Mr. Toad's Wild Ride of movies at this point.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's awesome. And so Gwen not only co-wrote it, but she was my script supervisor on set, and so she took all these crazy notes. I mean, it looks Chinese, but finally I figured it out, and it really helped her in editing because I also edited this thing, and it was awesome. So I'm really
Great.
happy she
Well,
could be
Thank you,
here.
Matt.
Good. Well,
Yeah.
it's very important to find someone you can work with in these situations.
Yeah.
That's
It was
what.
pretty rough. He sent me the script, and I was kind of like, I hate to break it to this guy, but no, I'm just kidding. It actually was a great story, great concept. And I was really honored that Matt liked the suggestions I had and allowed me to sprinkle a little bit of my magic into it. And I really liked the way it came together.
Yeah.
Oh, good,
It's
good,
fun.
good, good. Well, your actors are smiling, so they must have liked the way they looked, But then also there's this guy in the back there. Who's he?
So this guy,
This guy.
I saw you in the hallway. You just
I
wander
just
in here,
walked
man.
in, sit down,
he was
make
looking
myself.
for a meal and a home, and so his name is Ty Boyle, and he was my key grip. And I thought, not a lot of people bring their key grips on to an
TV,
interview.
oh,
and
it's
different
very
things.
important.
But he is just as important to this film as our main star here, because what key grip does is he's there on the spot when you need him to do things, and whether it be sound recording or the clapboard or keeping people on track, we have a schedule. I mean, he was there. He's lugging around equipment,
Absolutely.
sweating bullets for 16 hours a day. That's a huge job. And
He's
so,
awesome.
Yeah.
We love our VIP grip.
Yeah. So that's why I brought him.
And you forgot you're burying the major lead. This was Ty's first experience.
Yes, it was.
You
Your
would've
first
never
go
known
at the
it.
film industry?
Yes. And with these individuals here who embarked in this field longer than I have, the positive reinforcement I have made me feel, hey, this is awesome. Thank you for making me part of it. And plus, unlike Matt and everybody else here, I really didn't have any mental luggage I was bringing onto the set, so I had a clear mind. So it was easy.
You need.
Yeah.
He was like an empty sponge.
Yeah,
He was
absorbed it all.
dry
Yeah.
by the end of the production.
And as we got closer to the finishing day of filming, as we were hitting deadlines, it was able to help keep Matt on track to make sure that the scenes he wanted to shoot keep rolling in the right direction, so we could complete it within the time frame we had.
When did you, were you at the production, during the production there? Were you on set?
Yes, I was script soup as well as co-writer. So
Script
I was
soup.
there the whole time.
Well,
And our big supporter.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was there.
wow, wow. Well, let me ask the actors just real briefly. We'll talk in the second half a little bit more about the acting, but have you ever done a film before?
Yes, I've been a lot of little parts,
Uh-huh.
but this was my first leading role, and it was so much fun I can't even tell you.
Yeah, that's good. Gosh, I'm sure it was pretty scary from time to time, though, right?
Not
No?
really, because I was kind of like nervous, like, oh, they're gonna have such high expectations, like, oh.
Yeah.
But then I got to set and I'm like, oh, everyone's nice. Oh, this is nice. Everyone's nice.
What were you expecting?
But I have to say, I did have very high expectations, and you blew it out of the park.
Right.
Yes, she
So
Oh, that's okay.
she can really turn it on, and I'm just like, wow.
did. She was very
Wow.
professional.
Editing this thing, I just kept going back. I was like, geez, Violet,
Oh, that's so
man,
sweet.
I got captured. Oh, I'm supposed to edit this. That's right. And,
Good,
yeah,
good,
it was
good,
cool.
good. So, you two are actors as well. You come
Yes.
from the acting community.
Yes, definitely.
Wow.
I've been doing this for a little while. And I love working with this crew. In fact, this is my first time working with Tony. I've always wanted to work with him, though. He's
Uh-huh.
a wonderful actor. No, I've done several films and stuff. And when I met Matt, and he told me about the movie.
Oh, you met Matt?
Right?
Oh, cute.
Have you met Matt?
Yes, and I've worked with a lot of directors and different producers and things like that.
Uh-huh.
But I will say that this was one of my funnest experiences. Matt is brilliant, and I can't speak enough of this film. There's a lot of roller coaster rides. I play her mother, Rose, well, Violet, but there's a big, huge event that's it's going to impact, the film.
It happens in the film. It's one of those
Right.
crazy turns, right?
Yeah.
It just
And all of
when
a
the
sudden
people
it's a turn
watching,
you
when
don't
they,
expect.
yeah,
Right.
well, yeah, this is what this movie is. It's a roller coaster ride, and it's just you're going to be on the edge of your seats. That's all I got to say.
Okay, well, we have to take a break here, but I like saying that on the
Yeah.
face of that. We'll say, we're going to be back talking with these people, and you're going to be able to go and see this film and see these people at the screening. So get something to write with, and we'll let you know how to do that right after this message.
Thanks for calling the GED Pep Talk Center. Jerry Siller speaking. Your level 7 in-your-face pep talk.
I can keep pushing you. Believe me, I'm good at it. But at some point, you're going to need to start pushing yourself.
See, once you've got your GED diploma, you'll feel so good about yourself.
You tell them. You can't change your past, but you can definitely change your future.
That makes me so happy, I'm ready to bust out a dance.
Mr. Trejo, can I transfer this guy to you? My gentle technique isn't really working. You need something a little more...
persuasive?
Yes!
You listen, and you listen good.
Hey, where's my sandwich? Terry? Terry!
Take it from me, the King DMC. It's a real cool thing to get your GED.
Get that diploma!
Now hold on and we'll find you free GED classes. Capiche?
Whatever motivation you need, we've got a pep talk for you. Get your GED pep talk and find free classes at yourged.org.
Hey, I'm Anderson Cooper. As a parent, you want to make sure that your child knows how to deal with bullying when they see it happening. And chances are they want to help, but they don't really know how. Well, teach them that the best thing to do is calmly walk away, find a teacher or other adult, and speak up. And do your part. Be that adult they can talk to and trust will listen. Join me to help stop bullying. Go to stopbullying.gov to find out more.
It's called Freakquency, the movie, with a K. Freakquency, the movie. Why? Why?
Why? Well, look at her. No, I'm just...
No. Producer Matt Salvo, who lived another minute.
Yes. Because her character, Rose, is born with this supernatural power. And, you know, she had some teasing as a kid. She was called a freak.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
And then, but she emits, her power is she emits the frequency, this high-pitched noise. So.
Okay.
It's kind of like a double meaning, Ray.
Yeah, well, I had a high-pitched sound, but I got over it by 2.
Oh. Took me about 16. And
yeah. I can see it. I can see it.
Yeah.
So, okay. So it's very interesting now. You wrote this piece and then you cast the characters and you just finished shooting it and now you're going to show it. Now I want to ask about what producers, this is a producer question now. Okay, I can go and see this movie where?
Well, we're still working on a location, but we have a Facebook page. If you just type in Freakquency the movie, remember F-R-E-A-K, Freakquency the movie on Facebook, we'll have all the info on where it's going to be. But it is going to be shown on at the Fashion on Film Film Festival during Sac Fashion Week, which is February 19th.
Okay.
February 19th, yeah.
Okay, good. So, and then what happens with the film?
Well,
then... I'll put it up on the shelf up there.
Yeah. So after that, we're going to have a 15-minute version, a little lengthier one, in April. And so there will be another opportunity to watch it, as well as the 7-minute, once it goes and gets screened, will be on YouTube or our Facebook page or all over the place. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
So what was the hardest scene for you to do?
I think it would. I can't give that away.
We can tell you, but then we'd have to kill you.
Yeah.
She's good at killing people.
Okay, but it was the last most wonderful scene, right?
It wasn't the last scene, but I think the hardest thing about the whole entire show, because it was so much fun and I have to like find something specific, I think the hardest thing was that I was in 5-inch heels for 12 hours.
Oh, right.
In a mini dress. It was kind of, yeah. My feet hurt.
I'm sure.
That's like the only thing that I could find that was not amazing. Everything else was just like amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Tony, what about you?
I thoroughly enjoyed this whole experience. I met Matt at the casting event he spoke about. I've worked with Gwen before, and I've known Tressa for a while. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like I said, my character in this, the challenging thing for me is I was portrayed at 3 different ages. And one of them was really old, so I had white hair almost. And we had some makeup artists that were tremendous on set.
So one of those time lapse things.
Yeah, this is a setup.
Well, there were some backstage photos that you brought. We could have a look at that.
Yeah, let's check
and then
them out.
later we can see a trailer.
Yeah.
And see a little
awesome.
bit of it.
Yes.
No, really though.
All right, stay with us. Let's have a look at these slides. Here we go. What's this? Whoa.
So that's some of our promo art that we did. We had a separate shoot one day, and we just did all the still photography for the film.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, this is fun. Here, this is our script with Violet's shoes.
Yeah.
That she didn't like too much.
Gwen Conklin. Oh, that's in caps, isn't it?
Yeah, okay.
Oh my gosh, what do you call that?
So this is part of our storyboard art. So I drew all these cells to kind of help me later figure out my vision on how I wanted to lay out the film and camera angles and different things. Yeah. And there we are. That's our cast. And yeah, there I am in the middle. We got
chair.
Patrick standing next to Gwen. He's also in this. And
oh, we failed to mention Tanner, who.
Oh, Tanner. He's a huge.
Tanner.
Yeah.
Tanner's
and Cedric. Yeah.
Tanner plays the boyfriend.
Yes. Little Sophia. Yeah. Okay. This is Vert Wright. Man.
Best cameraman ever.
Cinematographer.
Yep. Now I want to point out here.
He knows how to point the camera.
He knows how to point a camera, and then we got Ty down there. You see him kind of on his stomach.
Oh yeah.
He's holding these PVC pipes and he's pushing this platform to make the camera run smoothly across the runway.
This is part of the reason Ty's VIP.
I love it.
It's very fun.
I love the technology of the film.
Yeah. Here's Vert and his camera, and we're getting ready for a really big scene right here, so you can see the clapboard. And
there it is.
Yep. That's fun. Oh, there's me and Tressa.
Yeah.
This is at her home.
That board that people snap, does it really help with the editing?
It sure does. That board matches up audio because we record audio separate than video, so I can hear that and see the clap, and then we can match it up. It's Gwen.
Our dynamic co-writing team.
Yep.
That's it. Okay.
Oh, there's little Sophia.
Yay, Sophia's in here.
She's great. She plays the younger version here of Violet, so she's young Rose.
I see.
In it, yeah.
Okay, cool.
And our wonderful makeup and hair.
Oh yeah, and this is our still photography shoot that we had.
Is this like a studio in town?
Yeah, this is at the Studio Center.
Oh, the Studio Center.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Doesn't it look like a fashion shoot?
Yeah, it was a fashion shoot.
It was a fashion shoot. It was a
It's high
fashion
tech. Now a lot of people don't know this, but I highly recommend you come to our 15-minute version. I had some awesome aerial cams flown up in the air, and we got some cool texture shots of the city.
Oh, good.
And we're controlling it through the iPad. Now this here, there's a scene that takes place in a car, and it turns out when you shoot through the windshield, you got to have a clean windshield.
Oh, that's why you were.
Here's Tony and Ty here, where they're scrubbing it down, and so the camera could pick up.
I do gotta admit though, the next day it was the cleanest windshield I've ever seen.
Yeah, I love it. That's great. Well, here's Violet getting her hair all done up, and Christina, our makeup and hair person, she's the best.
A lot of timing that happens backstage.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Our two masterminds behind the camera.
This is during a really interesting scene on the runway, and we had to get it just right, and so there's a lot of people involved. We had about 50 extras and on this that all needed to do a certain thing. So.
And our extras were fantastic. I've worked on several productions. These literally were the best extras I've ever worked with. There was a large number of them, and they really listened to direction, and they were wonderful.
Yes.
I love it.
This is
usually that's because of a good, kind attitude from the director.
Oh, yeah, hopefully.
If you shouted at them saying, "Okay, you atmosphere, come over here." You don't get that kind of response.
Even though he had a megaphone.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my megaphone, I was a little happy with that. But yeah, this is me directing some of the fashion models, and we had this amazing designer, Nellie Rosh, bring some of her gowns, and we had some models go up and down the runway. And
yeah, so these are actually gowns and models that she actually really honored us by sharing with us. And in fact, one of her gowns premiered in our film, and she's holding it back to actually premiere at our film, which is an amazing honor for a fashion designer to extend to us, and we're really happy about that.
So, and this Fashion Week is coming right up, isn't it?
Yeah.
February
and here's
19th.
poor Matt with all the models.
I know.
Oh, I'm photobombing the picture.
Oh, man, this is a rough job.
Freakquency, the name of the movie.
Yeah. That's right.
Yep, there we are.
Okay, and that's your poster. Wow, congratulations! It's really nifty, and we get to see the amazing little bit of it coming up here.
Oh yeah, I hope everybody likes it.
Yeah,
Sounds
well,
cool.
I'll be the judge of that. Well, so how does it feel now at the end? Do you have a kind of like actors? What do you call it when they finish a show? Remorse?
Well, Tony has remorse, apparently.
It's over.
No, they have this feel like postpartum blues.
There we go.
You know, I have to say that it's weird. I've worked with everybody so closely, and I feel very attached to these people. Like I see their posts on Facebook, and they're going to these different events and meeting all this. I was like, man, you know, like that's my team. Like, you know, everybody worked equally hard, and that's like I feel very proud. So
it's good.
Yeah.
Good. It's the way it should be. I mean, you know, a lot of things don't come together like that are supposed to have a kind of an ensemble feel, and worked in actors. Some of them just don't click with the other actors, but good.
We're
I
very
could tell
fortunate in the Sacramento community that we are all one big family networking, that most everybody that works together in Sacramento makes films. We all know.
Pretty
and
much know who each other.
She knows everybody. I've never met anyone who has more connections.
Yeah.
She found like half these people I work with, I think.
But you know, and that's what it is. It's Sacramento's about we're all about making film and sharing, you know, our work and getting other people involved and helping others, you know,
to do it
and get it out there.
I'm getting a little cue now. See, we're getting an offstage cue. It says, "Show the B-roll or die." So let's have a look at, this is a little clip from your film, Freakquency.
Freakquency.
DNA is a molecule that contains a complex list of genetic instructions. Sometimes things get lost in the translation. We tend not to notice the quiet ones.
Dad, why can't I go to a real school and play with real kids?
But most of the time, those are the ones that are the most powerful. It's time to move forward. It's time to follow destiny into the spotlight. But once that spotlight is off her, Rose finds only darkness. Freakquency, coming to a theater near you.
Excellent.
John Grove is the voice of that, right?
Yeah.
Amazing.
And he does all these cool different voices, and I was talking to him on the phone, and he goes, "How would you like me to sound? Do you want me to do this and this?" I'm like, "You need to go Freakquency," and he's like, "Oh, like this?" And then he just oh, whoa. I'm like, can you do my voicemail on my phone?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I get paid for that.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, voiceovers. People who can do voiceovers are amazing. You know, they have these voices, and they're chameleons of the sound.
Yeah.
John is one of the best ever, and for him to even give his free time to do what he did was amazing. But yeah.
Yeah, and I want to point out, we're all working for free on this.
Yeah.
Like, nobody got paid.
Wait, really?
Like, we put in so many hours and did all this stuff because it's a passion for all of us.
Yes.
And we always just want to make something great and unique, and I think we did it. So,
yeah, I think I could really get a good sense of at least the quality of your relationships and all, and also that was a very nice trailer.
Oh, thanks.
Kind of makes me want to go and see it. And I can't I? I will come and see it. When is it? Yeah. It's on the 17th. It says, or 19th.
February 19th.
19th.
February 19th.
Okay, by the California Film Foundation. Will they also have the location on their website?
Yeah, CaliforniaFilm.net will have all that information, and I feel so privileged. We're their feature film for this, so that's a great honor. And I joined that group just recently. And it's so cool. Everybody's just willing to help. And, hey, do you need this? Do you need that? I'm like, yes, okay.
Very collaborative.
Wow.
We had some other blessings, too. One of Matt's good friends had a baby, like a week before we were filming? That's a real newborn baby.
Could we use your baby?
Yeah.
Could we videotape your birth?
That was just amazing.
Yeah. I kind of had her on schedule, and we worked it around.
I see.
No, we worked it around. I knew she was about 9 months. I was like, hey, you think you're going to pop that out?
And Matt's own little daughter is actually in the film as well.
Yeah.
She premieres in our film.
Yeah, little Ariana Rose. So,
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got to go.
Okay.
But I'd like you to just say your name and the character you played, and we'll go around the table here.
I'm Tony Marsh, and I play Charlie.
Ty Boyle, key grip.
I'm Tressa Oler, and I play the mother Marie.
And Matt Salvo, producer, director, and co-writer.
I'm Violet Johansson, and I play the lead Rose.
And I'm Gwen Conklin, and I'm co-writer and script supervisor.
Thank you all very much. Bravo.
Well, thank you for having us. We
Thank
really
you, Ray.
appreciate it.
Okay, all right. Well, it's called Freakquency, and you can see it. So just jam on to, what was it? California Film Foundation or
check us out on Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah, Freakquency the movie. That's it.
Freakquency the movie. Freak.
Quency.
All right. We got to say goodbye. Bye. Okay, we'll see you next week. A place called Sacramento.